calling you a radical. So just what I said. Again, it takes all these years for these guys to come back. So, sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys. So, New York Times, after I've been saying this the whole time. Kids, we're going to talk about your favorite subject. So, people don't even know uranium-230 standing on the state line, turning uranium-238 into 235. The centrifuge process is so fucking nasty. All those years ago, remember when the tornado hit the centrifuge plant in Paducah, Kentucky? And I'm like, it's full of Russian. Well, no shit, it's cabal. So, Biden says that he's banning nothing's coming from Russia. We're sealing off. You can't even go buy no Russian vodka at the liquor store. We're sealing off. We're getting all the oligarchs, Bank of Utah right here, funding them, Browning Arms. No. You can't. No, we're sealing them all off. What about the enriched uranium? Well, I've been screaming sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars. In Europe, they don't even call the Civil War the Civil War. They call it the textile war. Cocaine cowboys. Don't drop your dry cast container. Don't drop your dry cast container. Master, obey your nuclear masters. So, it comes out, the centrifuge process in Ohio, Pinkerton, they even go in there and take pictures. What? It's empty? You do know the centrifuge. You know how nasty the centrifuge process? Where are we getting all our enriched uranium? You got to have for nuclear energy reactors, which nuclear energy makes such a small piece of the energy grid in this fucking country shut down. Why are we ban everything from Russia, but we don't ban that? So what's a nuclear energy reactor there really for? Which came first? We're against the nuclear bomb, but we're okay with the technology. You know, plowshares, we're okay. We're okay with nuclear energy. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the nuclear fucking egg? How organic is it? It ain't organic. You fucking take the centrifuge process, uranium-238, fucking tailings all over, you centrifuge it. It leaves a 98% byproduct. How do they do that? Put it in the canister, they spin it, they hit it with hex gas. Oh, it's fucking nasty. They double fucking, they don't split the atom, they collide the atom. Boom, what happens? Free radicals versus post-ignorant. What's a free radical? Oh, Californium, Tennesseeum, Livermorium, plutonium, Futonium, as I named Fukushima, but nobody listened to me. You know, they're gonna dump the water. They've been dumping the water for 4,478 days, standing on the state line, turning holy water into wine, turning uranium-238 into 235. Obey your nuclear master. Fucking obey. What? I'm telling you, it's a global cabal. You know, they don't illuminate. They radiate. Fucking sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine. Oh, here we go. The lightning. It never stops. So, New York Times comes out today. Why are we bringing in the enriched uranium from Russia? I thought we banned still everything. We got to have it. Is it that necessary? For these how many nuclear reactors have we tipped over post Fukushima? Set enough for it. So, get this. Wait till you hear this one. So, the consent base, they've been coming to me, like you said. Here I'm doing all the work. So, I know Levin, District 49, panicked for plutonium at San Onofre. I helped get him elected. I know him personally. There's videos out there with him. You know, I got him to say the F word. I'm in Oceanside that day, but I know him. You know, I do a lot of work for him at Del Mar. There's videos all over. All about San Onofre. He put the bill up. I could sell it with for free to get the. He says, like, Kevin, I got $26 million for consent base. I said, well, you're going to give me? I'm the guy that does all the dirty work. I do all the work on this. Yeah, you can play. We'll make sure you get some of it. Did I? Wait till you hear this one. They've been emailing me, want to fucking speak at the thing. And they've divided up to $26 million. I didn't get any. But they want me to speak. So the consent hearing, didn't I go to all those consent hearings? I was the keynote speaker in every one of them. Remember when we did that those years ago? That one where I go out Allison McFarlane and San Juan Capistrano? That's what that is. Yo, I'm the keynote guy speaker. I'm first guy. I do all this fucking dirty work, yet they did, and I don't get any of it, and they're asking me, well, we want you to speak. So I registered. I'm going to speak tomorrow. So my question, she's, well, can we get your question now? Yeah. So my question simply will be tomorrow, we kick that over at San Onofre. It's in the dry cask. Don't drop your dry cask container. We got the priority bill through that the first one goes off San Onofre. Rightfully so. Fuck, get it off our fucking place. You know me. I still say shoot it into place, but we're going to still try to go around the guy. Hey, will you take it? Nobody fucking wants it. Who the fuck in their right mind is going to say, yeah, we'll take it? Oh, Utah, which I call the toilet. The San Onofre had an accident when I was in the bone marrow transplant going in and out of a fucking coma. That was in January 30th of 2012. That was my worst night. That's when I leaked it all out, and that's when they had the steam. It's just a steam malfunction. It backed up into the core, and they had to open it. People have no clue that there was an accident there, and so we have low-level laws here. But that don't matter. Nobody watches the story. They're bringing it. Fucking Dolly Parton's getting a mastectomy, and they're bringing it here. Well, we have the medical waste incinerators. Their cycle, they're going to move out of here in 2018. What? Let's burn some mad cow. What year is it now? The SMRs are going to go online by 2019. What? Now, what year is it? How many that? 24, 12, 6. I don't. National Lab on Balco on chemo. What's he talking about? So I'll be sending this to them. So I'm like, I'll go to work for you. I've got all the solutions. I'm the guy. They know I'm the guy. Yet they're dishing out all this money. They don't give me any. It's like when Ranson fucking Alex Jones used to put my videos on their websites to, buy your freaking survival stuff marked up 1,000%. Neither one of them ever sent me 5 cents. I'm a fool to do your nuclear dirty work. Master, obey your nuclear master. So don't drop your dry cask container. So my question, I'll be sending this to them. My resume, fuck. So, scan. Got operated again, pulled a tumor out of me. Fuck, that hurt, man. Fuck. Yesterday. So I'm still waiting for the results. Fuck, I got so many fucking scars on me post 2011. It's unbelievable. So, here it is. Okay. We move nuclear waste all over this country without telling anybody. Under the Patriot Act, it's written, and there's nuclear clauses all over the Patriot Act. We're moving nuclear waste from the Mox Fuel Ferry Tail at Savannah River, South Carolina, to WIP. We put nuclear waste in WIP all the time without telling anybody. We have the pad built in West Texas. Of course, Texas doesn't want it. Of course, New Mexico doesn't want it. But that doesn't stop them. We've been this consent-based dog and pony show. Nobody wants it. Nobody, as I've said, I'm still a shooting into space guy. But here, the pad, the Holtec pad in all my ex's nuclear waste lives in Texas is there. I'm the guy that got that written into the clause on the dry cast pad at San Onofre. They had to set it up to where it can immediately come right back out because it's not permanent, it's a temporary. I was the first guy up in the hearing in Austin. So, here's my question. Will you remove nuclear waste off the San Onofre out of the canisters and move it to the dry pad in West Texas without even telling anybody? And or to WIP without even telling anybody? Can you and will you? Which I know legally they can. They do it all. So under the Patriot Act, they don't have to tell anybody. Well, that's not right. Of course, nothing this country does is fucking right. The biggest thing, why are we making more? Why are we importing it from freaking Russia? The big Z's in shutdown. It's out of water. I'm the guy that named it the big Z. So here it is on the front page of the New York Times. They actually went into the centrifuge plant in Ohio, into Paducah, Kentucky. Well, there's another big one right there, Bruce, in Ontario. People don't even know about the centrifuge process. It's not just spinning. They pump hex gas to it. It's nasty. And this is clean. This is green. This is economical. Are you crazy? What did the one in Georgia? It started out at a few billion. What, 30, 40 billion? And 30 I mean, the opportunity cost alone for real solutions. I mean, we have the solution. California's proved it. The solar initiative is the greatest. I mean, it works. They're producing so much of that in order, but it's being blocked from going. The solar from Southern California could be in Times Square at the speed of light. We have a grid. It's being blocked. This waste has got to come off. Now, granted, inside this pad, it's 100,000, millions of times safer than in the spent fuel pools. What about Diablo Canyon? TikTok Diablo Canyon. So can you and will you pull it up out of there, load it, secretly move it to the pad in Texas, because the feds have approved the pad in Texas. It's been approved. Now, I don't like these people from the NRC, one iota. You know, I call them the nuclear route cheerleaders. What they're doing at Diablo Canyon makes me sick. I'm going to send this to Chris Hansen. I know him. You know, they all know me personally. I do all the dirty. Here I'm the keynote speaker and all these things. These hearings, work with Levin, work with all these politicians, and then I'll be the keynote speaker at the Omni. All these people are staying in these fancy places, end up, and you know, go ask Peter. I pulled the sleeping bag out of the trunk of his car, and I sleep on the fucking beach. And I wonder what, 2 heart attacks? While in critical condition. So they're dealing out 26 fucking million to these people, but they're still picking my brain. And do any of them ever send me a penny? No, I have some fundamental grassrooters that get by with a little. I don't know how I survived. Well, we just had this conversation over there at the hospital. I run into some people I know there. Oh my God, how are you fucking alive? Yeah. So here we are. So we're importing enriched uranium. That's nuclear reactors have to have enriched uranium. Karen Silkwood, the pellets that go in Western zirconium in the rods, they have to be centrifuged. They don't split, they collide them. Fucking, and they create a byproduct. Well, that's how plutonium came to be. How did plutonium come to be? Well, what's coming off Fukushima? How you can detect them? You don't even know what it is. It's never happened before. But we're gonna dump the water. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We're afraid of never happened to Mayak, never happened to. Oh, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. I came to Utah with a loaf from San Onofre. Never happened at 3 Mile Island. Never happened to Mayak. Never even happened at Chernobyl. One graphite core reactor blew up and 700,000 and some odd met entombed it. Oh, it happened at Fukushima. And everybody just freaking covered it up. See no nuclear energy. Hear no nuclear energy. Speak no nuclear energy. Smell no nuclear energy evil. That's what it's been. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns, and then we just cover it up. They march out every half nuclear. They march out any gun to show, called it a hydrogen blast for 7 years. The IAEA wouldn't even rank it till they only ranked it as 7. It took them 5 years to rank it as 7. 7's as high as the scale goes. That's malice from inception. What? Helen Caldicott says Japanese are tidy people. They cleaned it up. Freaking Chris Muzzy says the Pacific Ocean is a big place. It'll dilute. Kevin Camps told me too many things. I'm not an anti-nuclear. I'm an abolitionist. Okay. So the media parts of these guys out. God, they call it an airstrike. The lightning. Lightning, Rashid. The lightning. Ride the lightning. Master, obey your nuclear media masters. So, they're calling in an airstrike. You better get down, Blanche. It's all we hear all day. Serenity now. Good luck with that. So, we have full-blown out meltdowns. That should have been the end, Fukushima. Oh, they're going to dump. They've been dumping for 4,477, 8 days. But you're all gung-ho about it now. So, I've been screaming about this for years. They're importing the enriched uranium. That shit is nasty. The enriched uranium plant at Paducah, Kentucky, the enriched uranium plant in Ohio, there ain't much going on there. Why are we importing it from Russia? That's a good question. I thought we were blocking all imports because of this war, this proxy war. Isn't that what we were told? Then how come the nuclear energy is about? This isn't. Why would this be? Why would the DOE come out, the Department of Energy, which is the Department of Nuclearism, and say, leave our technology at the Big Z alone? What? Which they did. Look it up. What is the technology then? Why? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? You know, I mean, it blows my mind. I thought we were blocking everything coming in from Russia. We're going after Russia, you know, and how much money we spend in a day on this proxy war, but we're not blocking the enriched uranium that comes in. Why? 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 Because I tried to tell you for years. They're the untouchables. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, the cult, free money. The Department of Energy just floods it to them. Price Anderson, the Immunity Act, they don't have to pay it back. Gates knows it. Why would Utah governor get in bed with Bill Gates, who stole the operating system here to build reactors in Kemmer, which is a fairy tale? I just got back from Idaho National Land looking for the unicorn. It's free money. So this cabal's in bed together. They don't illuminate. I hate that term. Oh, they radiate. Yeah, the club. And they're the untouchables. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, they're the untouchables. Here, everything I've been screaming: sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys. 25 years ago today, Jordan, the greatest performance by an athlete since Jim Thorpe. That's 25 years ago. 25 years ago, right there on the Weber State football field, metallic in a lightning storm. Obey your nuclear master. Obey. Rip me open, pour me out. They're singing the whole nuclear club, the cult. Where's your crown? Where's your crown? So here it is, New York Times verifying: sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium wars. So the nuclear energy, this is just more proof. They're the untouchables. You know, they do the bribing in Ohio, and the legislators all go to prison, but not the bribees go to prison. But we don't even know who the bribers are. The bribers. One day you will wake up and realize the imperialists, the cult, the club, their greatest tool is nuclear energy, and they're not there to make power. So we're blocking everything, including Russian vodka. Nothing can get in here to the United States. We're going to starve them out, but bring in the enriched uranium, which is the nastiest import in. Oh, that shit's beyond nasty. So stay in tune. Plutonium wars. They're dumping the water for day. I mean, they're going to dump more. Going to add insult to injury to the mighty blue lady, but they've been dumping the whole time. There's a full blown out meltdowns. For every action in science, there's a reaction. The greatest action in human history. The meltdowns of Fukushima, Japan. So you're trying to tell me there's no reaction? Dead tide pulls their feet. It's a call. That's just a coincidence. The whole Great Pacific Genocide. The salmon collapse. We have all the data. You can't ignore it. Yet, Kevin Blanch is the greatest PhD in human history. Their answer? You kettle me, I'll kettle you. Stay tuned.